get this thing started. Ohayo gozaimasu. Kanpai. Ah, man. So, as I was sitting in my thinking chair, thinking about the things I think about, this came up. I was like, I want to have better conversations. How do I do that? And as I was, talking with myself, I wanted to have a better conversation. Good morning. This came up. It was an old strategy. It just popped in my head. This thing called T.A.L.K strategy, right? So T.A.L.K stands for this: tune in, ask questions, lift language, and keep it going. So we start off with tune in. If you want to have better conversations, remember this is Kaizen. Kaizen is to gradually get better and better at things. So better conversations. A Kaizen conversation would go like this. Tune in, right? You want to be present in the conversation. Just like mindfulness, you want to be there, be present. You want to really soak in everything. And while you're doing that, the way you do that, the way you tune in to what a person's saying is to, I wouldn't say visualize each word, but take note of each word that's happening. I mean, the things around you. There's always conversation starters around you. But take notice of what's around you, and as they're talking, what you're thinking about as they're talking, and how it affects you, and what you're hearing for your understanding. Because a lot of people talk, and then if you're talking to me and I'm on my phone, I'm probably not hearing what you're saying, because it's hard to do two things at one time. If you look at computers, they don't really do a whole bunch of multitasking, even though they say they do. It's all like this, and it's just happening very fast. But if you're talking to a man, and I saw this as a TikTok. This is advice to some of my female counterparts. If you're talking to someone, and I'm talking from experience, you need an transition period or an adjustment period. If I'm doing something, if you tell me, hey, read this book, and I'm reading the book, okay, I'm doing it. I'm reading the book for you, and I'm reading. And then you say, hey, can you do this for me? And then, hey, can you do this also? I got this on my mind. Can you do this? Can you do this? You just destroyed like everything that's happening. So even though I was doing this for you, now I'm frustrated because I can't think on these levels while I'm doing this. So if you gave me time to finish the first task, then task 12 might be accomplished. Anyway, that's tuning in. What you're hearing for your understanding. Talk about that. And then you ask questions. To better understand, ask better questions. So you want to ask open-ended questions. What we tend to do is you're talking with somebody and then you ask a yes or no question, and you think that keeps it going, but it doesn't really, because you have the option of yes or no. But if you ask an open-ended question, like if you say, do you like the color red? Do you or don't you? Yes or no. that shuts that down. Okay. Now, do you like the color red? Yes, I like the color red. I have this or I have that. That's their option. But if you ask an open-ended question, it's weird for them just to take an option like that. This would be an open question about the same thing. Do you like the color red? That's open. I mean, that's a pretty much an ended question. That's a closed question. Yes or no. Open-ended question would be like, say like, I like the color red. What kind of things do you like that are red? I know I'm talking like kid style, but that's if you can't just say yes. I like red teacups. I like red tea kettles. You know, you can't just say yes. Do you? What do you like that are? Well, name some things that are red. Yes, doesn't work. So to take the conversation even further, you want to lift language. For a kid, like if I'm talking to my daughter, I'll try to use bigger words and add the meanings to it. Or like my kids don't know Japanese, but they probably know what Kaizen is. They know what Moai is. Ichigo Ichies, Wabi Sabi. I mean, a lot of words because I try to expound on those things. So lift language is going deeper into a conversation by really expounding what's being said. So if my daughter is talking about friends, she loves friends right now. If she's talking about friends, then I have to further the conversation. I can try to relate some of the past things from my life, how it relates to those individuals on there, those 6 people. So I'm trying to apply the experience that I had and the lessons that I've learned so she can understand that I understand what she's saying. But hey, I'm a real person and you might can learn from the experiences that I learned from without having to go through them. That's a good thing. And the last thing is keep it going. So you want to keep it going. Get the most out of the experience. Remember, this is the Ichigo Ichie. Ichigo Ichie is a once in a lifetime moment that you have with someone, that you have together. Once in a lifetime experience, once in a lifetime meeting. And the reason it's once in a lifetime is because it's never going to happen the same exact way again. Now, it might be similar. Every time we get together, we do this. But it's never going to be the same because the people in the background are different. The conversation might be different. What I'm experiencing now, I might have a better experience and bring a whole new twist to the conversation next time. It's a once in a lifetime thing every time you get together, and to make the most out of that once in a lifetime thing is to have, better conversations. And I put this down. I thought this was, it didn't come from me. It just dropped down in my spirit. So, use this talk method for, a better Ichigo Ichie, but this is what I said. This is what was said to me in my spirit. Involve yourself in the conversation by making connections and do not be afraid to tell how it is making you evolve into a better person. A lot of times we learn things and we just, that's good on the inside of us, but we don't give that person the affirmation or the confirmation that what they said was really something that touched the heart of another person. So involve yourself in the conversation and don't be afraid to tell how it's evolving, because that might be a lesson that they can teach someone else to bring them out, because we're all a solution to someone else's problem, especially our own, right? So, out of my devotion this morning, it said this, and it was Kaizen all the way. It says, we must let go of the good. Now, I know that sounds bad, but we must let go of the good to grab hold of the better. Kaizen. To live a better life, Kaizen, is better to have less of what doesn't matter and more of what does. Right? Kaizen. So it's better to have less of what doesn't matter. Let some of that go. A lot of us collect things, collect baggage, and we try to bring that into the conversation. Keep it meaningful. Keep it right. Right? So you guys have an awesome day today. And tomorrow starts the weekend. It's Friday. Ready? Let me know if you're coming to the Griffin Tea House on Sunday too. Sunday at 2. Right? You guys have an awesome day today. Love you very much. Kai Pie.